Astronomers discovered two new super-Earth exoplanets orbiting a tiny star 100 light years from Earth. Two new super-Earths, one of which may contain conditions necessary for life, have been found orbiting a star 100 light years away. The star LP899 is home to two exoplanets named LP899b and LP899c, which were first captured by NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite TESS. This was marked by the Speculoos telescope, one of which was used at the University of Birmingham, which later identified other planets. About 30% larger than Earth, LP899b orbits the star in just 2.7 days. However, LP899c is about 40% larger than the Earth and has a longer orbital period of about 8.5 days, placing it in the habitable zone around its star. Speculoos' goal is to search for terrestrial planets outside our solar system that exhibit conditions that would allow them to support life. Professor Amaury Trio, who leads the Speculoos task force that contributed to the discovery of the second planet, said the habitable zone is a concept in which a planet with geological and atmospheric conditions similar to Earth would have a surface temperature that would allow that water to remain liquid for billions of years. This gives us permission to observe more and find out if the planet has an atmosphere, and if so, to study its contents and assess its habitability. Also called TOI 4306 or Speculoos 2, this star is the second coolest star found for a planet after TRAPPIST-1, which hosts 7 Earth-sized transiting planets. LP899b, the inner planet of the system, was identified as a possible planetary candidate by TESS in its search for exoplanets orbiting nearby stars. This was later confirmed by the Speculoos telescope, which stands for Search for Habitable Planets Eclipsing Ultra-Cooled Stars. The researchers then used this telescope to look for other transiting planets in the system that TESS might have missed. The satellite has limited sensitivity to near-infrared light emitting by very cold stars such as LP899, so tracking is extremely important. Laetitia Deltres, a researcher at the University of Leeds, said, TESS uses the transit method to search for exoplanets, monitoring the brightness of thousands of stars simultaneously and looking for slight eclipses that might be caused by the planet passing in front of its star. However, follow-up with ground-based telescopes is often necessary to confirm the planetary properties of the found candidates and to refine measurements of their size and orbital properties. The Speculoos Project telescope is installed at ISO's Paranal Observatory in Chile and on the island of Tenerife. Their cameras are very sensitive to light from cooler stars, allowing them to observe it with extremely high precision. The Speculoos telescope discovered the second outermost planet LB899c while observing a star, so the researchers named it Speculoos 2c. An orbital period of 8.5 days was confirmed by the Mascot 3 instrument in Hawaii, which places the planet in the habitable zone around its star. That means it's neither too hot nor too cold for extraterrestrial life, but before it can be confirmed as habitable, researchers will need to study its atmosphere, perhaps using JWST. LP899c is likely to be the second most profitable target for the $10 billion telescope for this type of analysis after the planet TRAPPIST-1. Professor Trio added, it is important to discover as many temperate terrestrial worlds as possible in order to study the climate diversity of exoplanets and ultimately be able to measure how often biology appears in space. Thanks.